Hey guys, Jarek here, and today we're going to be looking at the Walther SG9000 Tri-Shot Shotgun. Now, you longtime subscribers may remember me making videos of this in 2009, but I'm not really happy with those videos, so I want to revisit it and kind of look back at this shotgun again. The shotgun is relatively affordable, however it has been discontinued and there's still a few floating around, so if you find one, go ahead and buy it as soon as you can if you're interested in the least. If you can find it, it's going to be roughly around $70 to $100 depending on where you get it. When you first get this gun, it'll come in that terrible plastic packaging that is a complete pain in the ass to open up, so as soon as you open it, you're probably just going to throw that packaging away. The external build of the gun is mostly solid ABS plastic, however it is metal where it needs to be. All internal parts are metal, the trigger is metal, and I don't really see it breaking on you. Now, I wouldn't call it the most reliable shotgun out in the airsoft market, but by plain shooting it, dropping it, or hitting against something is not going to break it. The design of this shotgun may seem somewhat familiar, and that's because the grip is simply a P99 grip. Now, I've heard some people complain about this, but honestly I cannot complain. It's actually very comfortable in your hand, and it's probably one of the most comfortable stockless shotguns out on the market. If you haven't figured it out, there is no real Walther SG9000 shotgun. However, since it does use the design of the P99 grip, Umarex could have actually sued for them using this shotgun, but instead, they just put pointless trades on it, even though there is no Walther SG9000. This gun features a full rail on top, which you could use to mount a full rifle scope there if you really pleased, not that there's much reason to, and 3 rails right in front of the foregrip. This gun features no iron sights whatsoever. However, you'll most likely be utilizing that top rail with a red dot. This gun runs off CO2, however it does not use the regular 12-gram CO2 cartridge that you're used to seeing in normal airsoft guns. This gun runs off of an 88-gram CO2 cartridge. This cartridge is much larger than your regular 12-gram cartridge, and you can find it in stores for roughly around $8 to $10 depending on where you go. This larger cartridge offers significantly better performance than the 12-gram CO2 cartridges. I've had this gun for about 2 years now, and I literally had one of these things in my gun using it constantly for a year before it ran out, so this thing lasts a long time. To install said CO2 cartridge, all you have to do is push a button and pop off the front rail unit. The 88-gram CO2 cartridge slips in right here and can be screwed in. However, it doesn't really give you much room to screw it in, so you're going to have to use a tool to screw it in. You simply cannot do this by hand. Once the cartridge is screwed in, you can simply pop the foregrip back on and you're ready to go. Now, it is slightly annoying to have to use a tool to screw the CO2 cartridge in. However, like I said, this 88-gram CO2 cartridge will last you forever, so you're not going to have to do it very often. So I can't really see this to be that much of a con. The selector switch has 3 different positions. The position on the left is safety, it completely locks the trigger so you cannot fire. The position in the middle shoots 1 BB at a time, and the position on the far right shoots 3 at a time. Since this gun is CO2 and semi-automatic without blowback, it means the trigger pull is going to be a little bit stiffer than other guns. However, it does not seem to be that bad, and when it's a two-handed weapon, you don't really notice that much. The way you load up this gun is by pulling the bolt back and locking it in place. From then on, you can simply use your speed loader to load it up, and the BBs go inside the actual receiver of the gun, which holds about 30 BBs. Now obviously you lose the ability to simply swap mags when you're out of ammo, but it's very quick to reload this gun. On top of that, the biggest advantage you have is the ability to simply load in a few BBs after you shoot a few rounds. In all reality, it kind of depends on your personal stance about it, but loading this up is very quick. When I chronoed this gun with 0.2 gram BBs, I found that shooting 1 BB at a time was roughly around 350 feet per second, and shooting 3 at a time was about 250. This is actually absolutely perfect for what you want. It means you can shoot 1 at a time in woodland and still get that extra range that you need in a shotgun, or you could take it in the CQB and shoot 3 at a time and not go over the FPS limit. The way this feature works is actually a lot simpler than you may think. The selector switch simply controls how many BBs actually enter the chamber. When you put it into 3-shot bursts, it allows 3 BBs go into the chamber. However, this does have a downside. There is no real way to put a hop-up unit into a mechanism like that. And like I said before, this was an adaptation of a BB gun. So this gun has absolutely no hop-up unit. You have to rely on the feet per second to actually get the BBs there. With that said, it was still fairly accurate. I don't usually test guns at 50 feet away, but since this gun is made for CQB, I wanted to see how effective it would be up close, and no surprise there, it is incredibly effective at 50 feet away. When stepping the test back to 100 feet, I found that shooting the headshot target was very easy when shooting 1 BB at a time. However, when shooting 3 BBs at a time, it started to stretch the limits of what this gun can do. I'm going to go ahead and say here that the max effective range of this gun when shooting 3 BBs at a time is going to be 100 feet. You can hit things past that, but not consistently. When stepping back to 150 feet, I found that shooting one BB at a time could actually hit this target, but it's not going to be a consistent shot. I'm going to go ahead and say the max effective range of this gun is about 125 feet away, which for a shotgun is still very good. Just out of curiosity, I took a few shots at the 150 foot target while shooting 3 BBs at a time. Surprisingly enough, the BBs can actually reach there, but you're going to have to lob them. It's well out of the gun's max effective range, but you can actually get that shot. Not that it's recommended in any way. Final conclusion of this gun gives you extreme versatility that never seemed possible in a shotgun before. You can take this airsoft shotgun out into woodland and not feel bad about it, and you can take it into CQB and feel even better about it. You also will not run into any FPS problems due to the weird mechanic of this gun. It's very affordable, and in my opinion is completely worth picking up. That sums up my review of the Walther SG9000. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm trying to get about 20 to 30 right now.
Yeah, I'm getting about 20, but I'm also recording. If I stop recording, I'll probably get a little bit more. Man, oh god! What the fuck just happened? Okay. Rockets everywhere. I don't care if I kill myself. Oh my god! This is ridiculous.
But yeah, people have kind of gotten acquainted with you on my gaming account. He's been showing up on a few commentaries that I've been doing. I kind of drag him and pull him along.
They don't need to hear me. They only want you.
That just sounded creepy. They don't need me, they only want you. Feel like a jealous fat chick.